The 5 simple shifts that cancer patients are using to have a strong immune system, to mitigate pain, have more energy, and live a quality life even while they're in treatment. Who's this for? This is for people that are struggling with cancer, in remission, and after cancer treatment, who are looking to improve their health, whether you're in treatment or remission. Either way, this is for you. In the next 45 minutes, I'm going to teach you how to take control of your health, even if you're struggling with cancer, how to have energy to do everyday activities, how to have clear thinking and be more productive, how to enjoy life again, free of awful symptoms and side effects of treatment, how to stop the worry, anxiety, fear, and overwhelm, how to avoid pain, have better sleep, and improve fatigue. My promise to you is I'm going to give you a step-by-step strategy to reverse cancer symptoms and cut medication. House rule, this is not do nothing and get healthy. This requires work. No fake action. If you are coachable, this is not for you. The results of my patients are typical. My patients follow the program, they overcome challenges, and they earn their result. It's up to you. Does this sound like you? Did you feel angry, fearful, panicky, frustrated, anxious, or helpless due to cancer? Did you struggle with pain either from cancer or treatment? Did you fear of dying? Did you worry about your financial situation? Did you feel shaky, dizzy, and weak? Did you feel hard to concentrate or brain fog? Did you feel really sick to take part in the hobbies and activities you used to enjoy? Did you feel like you lost your entire life due to cancer? The big question here is, did you feel like cancer took over your entire life and there's no way out? If any of that sounds like you, I have a very good news for you, because none of these things are real problem. The real problem is you haven't made the real shift. And I'm going to explain to you what those are just in a second. For right now, understand that once you make them, you will enjoy a life free of pain. You will have tons of energy. Finally, take control over your life. Your life will be free of doctors and hospital visits. You will become more productive, a life free of medication. You will enjoy your favorite activities and family. You will take back your life without worries about cancer. Once you make them, you will walk with confidence and power. Your friends will start to notice that there is something different about you. Your family will beg you to know what your secret is. Who am I? My name is Georgina Salgado Chavez. I'm an alternative medicine physician, clinical experience since 2006, author and social media influencer, help hundreds of people to reverse and prevent diseases, especially helping patients with cancer and chronic diseases. Discovering the 5 shifts. I've been here doing this for a while already. I started this path because my younger son got sick. He got sick with an autoimmune disorder. I was basically with cancer patients. When my kid got a treatment, he was with cancer patients all the time. And I know what it is to be there. I have seen him firsthand. I have seen him with my son. My son was in chemotherapy as well. What chemotherapy do to you? What radiation do to you? And also, you know, what the treatments that they do, they're awful. So I know because I was there with my son and I experienced it. As a mom, nobody in the right mind wanted to see their own kids or a loved one in that situation. At the beginning, I was so frightened because, you know, the fear of my son dying. But, you know, one day I always tell people they took the bulls from the horns and, you know, to get it under control, because fear wasn't serving me. Fear is the only thing that was keeping my son in a very bad shape. And the odds of my son's survival was very little. Okay, so what I did, I went back to school I took naturopathic medicine, oriental medicine, and see the other options they have in medicine. For 8.5 years, my son was in chemotherapy. I took him out of chemotherapy, and I'm very happy to do that because I know the chemotherapy can have side effects 30 years later after that you finish treatment. So one of the things that I also spend thousands of dollars on my education and extra classes and extra this, extra that, things for my son, but I don't regret a bit because if it doesn't work, I was already eating work, right? So my thing was, if it's not working, I'm in the same place. But if I spend this money and it works, my son has a different life. And that's what I was looking for. And I did accomplish it. I don't know if you ever heard about the ask as you should be given, knock and you should be open. It should be open. And, and that's what it did. I was asking and asking until I got the answer. And the answer was alternative medicine for my son, and it works. So my son now has been out of chemotherapy. He's 25 years old. He finished chemotherapy for 9.5 years ago, when he was about 9.5 years. So maybe like a good 18 years out of chemotherapy. So you're talking about a very successful outcome is my son. My son, he had no treatment in alternative and conventional medicine besides chemotherapy. And that was not very nice, the treatment. Okay, so what I'm saying this to you also to give you hope there's more up there. Chemotherapy, radiation, and all the medications that you're getting and all those ugly treatments, I mean, they can be diminished and measure, a lot if you do the right thing. If you go ahead and turn into alternative medicine to improve a little bit, a lot of the other side effects will diminish, guarantee you. So the shift number 1, beware of quackery. In alternative medicine, is a lot of people that they wanted to be a doctors, but they never even went to the school. They never, they don't know nothing. They take a weekly class and that's it. And that's not how it's supposed to work. In order for you to treat patients, I think that you need to know a little bit about how the body works, right? And that's why we get trained years on that, all right? Now, a lot of the people also, when they come to me, they tell me, I know what you may be thinking. Well, why I'm taking my supplements and I have been an alternative doctor. So they think with that, they fixing all the problems. And also too, if it doesn't work, they say alternative medicine do not work. It's not that alternative medicine don't work, because I can tell you, and I witnessed tons of miracles. The thing is the approach maybe is not working. It's the same thing with conventional medicine. Most of the treatments, they don't work. And sometimes some doctors, they do something amazing and it works, right? So this is the same thing with alternative medicine, but most alternative doctors are using the clock of functional medicine to sell more supplements, substituting supplements for medication to treat symptoms. Same problem. This is one of the big problems that we have in medicine. Most doctors, they treat symptom-based treatments versus, root cause. What you may not know is that most supplements are ineffective within the body, as they are made of cheap analog of synthetic substances that aren't the same molecular structure as what is found in nature. Sometimes these products, they don't absorb in the body because they're isolated and the body do not recognize it. Because the body doesn't recognize them, you end up urinating the majority of the level of your body. Essentially, the money that you spend on these supplements turn into expensive fee. I have empirically validated this through hundreds of intracellular micronutrients lab tests of supplements taking junkies that come out deficiencies in the very vitamins that they are taking. The second shift is command healing. And medicine, like I say, is a big problem that we are used to, and is all of us, we are at fault, the patient and the practitioner. Why? Because we used to get the pill and fix it. We don't want it to do any work to fix our health. We don't want it to suffer. We don't want it to do that. And we ended up suffering more, spending more, and having more side effects from those medications. Surely you can relate. You walk out the office with a prescription, supplement, or drug sample, knowing that this isn't going to address the underlying cause of the issue you are dealing with. It's only mask the symptoms. Most people know that they don't want to get cured, they're just getting by. And instead of getting very good benefits, long or short term, they're getting into worse situation. When you walk into a doctor's office, what is the typical experience? Is normally a cold atmosphere. The doctors rush, and you end up getting one-size-fits-all symptoms-based treatment. It's like the deferring that you may have. You can keep deferring it, those interest payments, but soon enough you are going to have to pay. And the sooner that you wipe up the debt, the better. Treating symptom puts you at greater risk because you don't fixing the problem. You know, I have seen these over and over with cancer patients. First of all, they have the remission period. They finish treatment, they have the remission period. After the remission period, okay, the problem is still there. And that's why in the remission, most of the people, when they go second time, they have 35% chance of making it because the situation is worse, because your body is overtaking. Now, I have seen over and over and over that they finish treatment, they even go after the remission and the remission threshold, you know, like if they finish and they get a second type cancer, more aggressive than the first one. This is, I have seen it over and over and over. And the problem is that we go back again to the same thing. Symptom-based medicine is not working. And obviously, this approach, they're not taking care of yourself and addressing the root cause of the problem. You know, if you don't take care of that, sooner or later it's going to bite you in the butt. Remember, illness takes years to develop. Your body is very wise and it's very amazing machinery. But if you don't give what it needs, eventually it's going to break you. Even though you finish cancer treatment, it's a possibility you get cancer again. You got to address the root cause of the problem. Forget about symptom-based medicine. It's not working. They wonder why we're having so many issues in medicine. Well, this is the main issue. My three-step process for cancer support is like this. This is the shift number 3. This is my secret sauce, what I do with my patients when they say, yes, I want to be with you, and that's it. First of all, we analyze. With advanced diagnostic, we identify exactly what's broken and what to improve. I do a lot of lifestyle changes and environment changes with my patients, but based on what they having a problem with. What is the cause of the issue? The 3 compounding factors blocking you from healing. By avoiding and removing these 3 factors, you will not just have saved money into long term, as you will see, but you will create a more time by living a high quality years on this earth. See, you can live here 100 years, but if you don't have a quality life, that's a really awful life. But when you have a quality life, you can enjoy life. You want to live longer, right? So this is the whole purpose of my treatments. I don't want that you just be here breathing air that you don't even enjoy. I want that you be here enjoying life. And this is the purpose of my program, okay? First of all, we have to address toxicity. We live in a toxic world, and there's not something they made up. I mean, you can do tons of research and you're gonna know that this is an issue. A lot of the toxins are causing you to be sick. You know, both environmental toxins, non-living toxins, and biotoxins. Biotoxins is a living toxins, okay? They act as a support for radicals, causing damages in the cell, draining your health and energy. Removing toxins from your environment and the body is a must nowadays. This is one of the main problems why people have overweight, obesity, why they have tons of hormonal imbalances, allergies, have so many diseases that we cannot control. You know, toxins, it was no problem 100 years ago, because we didn't have that many cars, we didn't use that many chemicals, we have some toxicity, but it was, the body still managed to do what it's supposed to be doing. Right now, we bombarded with toxins. If you have cancer, I can almost guarantee you the toxins are one of the problems. Why? Because cancer cells, is a fact, live in a toxic world. It can be from chemicals, like chemicals maybe at work, maybe at home, maybe who knows. It can be from, dishes. It can be from plastic. It can be from the air, pollutants in the air. I mean, you name it. Also, to one of the things that a lot of people, they don't consider it and they don't remember that we have parasites. And parasites inside you, they produce toxic waste. So they pee and poo. That's why some people have a lot of high amounts of ammonia inside themselves, which it don't make no sense, right? But it's causing you serious health problems. Toxins are serious. Toxins are here, and you have to address it. You having cancer, this is one of the things that you have to address it mainly. Okay, now why cancer? Yeah, why toxins are so bad for us. Now probably you're going to understand more about it. This is a cell. This is a cell. I mean, this is a imitation of a cell, because that's not, the cell doesn't look like that. Okay, but anyways, here we have a cell membrane. Remember, cell membranes, they have fat and they're permeable. What it means, permeable, they can go in things and out things. So that's what it means, okay? So it has all these little things are toxins. This is how toxins, they affect you in your body. So they live outside the cell membrane, but they add it to the cell membrane. So what they do, they are close to the cell membrane. They are encapsulated in fat and water, okay? So what happened when a hormone, a lot of people has hormonal imbalances. One of the problems with cancer, breast cancer, is hormonal imbalances. Prostate cancer is hormonal imbalances. So diabetes is another one. So it's this, okay? Thyroid, you name it. We're gonna go on and on and on here, okay? So, and this is also a stress hormones we're talking about, okay? So when you release the hormones in your brain and they go through the thyroid, they go to the pituitary gland or whatever, they gotta go and they send them to deliver the message to the cell. So they tell the cell, hey, you gotta do this. Like in case of the thyroid, you gotta metabolism, like you gotta, in case of insulin, you have to do insulin, you gotta regulate glucose, or things like that, right? So this is the case. They come here and they tell them, hey, you gotta do this. But the cell membrane, because it has so many toxins, they create a lot of inflammation. Nowadays, one of the main causes of diseases, that's what the Buddhists are telling us, the big time people, the researchers and stuff, it's saying inflammation. But what is causing inflammation? The body doesn't make inflammation just because. It has to be something. And that's why sometimes people are taking those diets to reduce inflammation, and they don't work, because you have to remove the toxins. If you don't remove the toxins, you will never be able to do the rest of the stuff. And this is something they put a lot of emphasis on it, because I know that this is a big one. It's a huge one, okay? So anyways, so they come here, they don't deliver the message. Then a lot of people with cancer, they come and tell me, but I'm eating better. I eat organic, I eat this, I eat that, but it's not working. I am doing this remedy, but it's not working. I'm doing this and it's not working. Well, this is your answer here. Because you have a lot of toxins, they produce, and this inflammation is not allowing the nutrients to get inside the body. So whatever you're eating, you poop in and you get in outside, because it's not utilizing by your body because of so much inflammation in your body. So it's not going inside the cell. then a lot of people, especially like cancer patients, they have a lot of low energy levels, right? So because here the mitochondria is not producing energy because it has no nutrients, and also all the organelles, listen to this, they produce waste products, which the body is capable to get rid of it, but because it has this inflammation, it's no longer able to get rid of it, and then a lot of the waste products ended up here inside the cell. So what happened? Low energy, because the mitochondria is not working good, and also the genetic mutations that a lot of the cancer patients have. Most of the people that they have a chronic disease, they have genetic mutations. This is why you're having all these other problems, because as soon as you remove these, okay, that's why sometimes people say, when I remove parasites, they remove, everything fixed, because parasites, they produce a lot of toxins inside your body. And when you get rid of it, if you do it the right way, you will remove these, and then after the body start functioning, because you're providing a very good environment for the cell to work again like normal. Okay, so basically that's how toxins work. The other one is nutritional deficiencies. Most people, they overdo exercise. Exercise are good, but not like most people do. According to the sports medicine, you need 1.5 hours the low impact exercise. So basically, exercise are overrated. They selling us over, and you don't need it that much. No. What I'm saying to you, doing so much exercise, it can deplete your key nutrients. The second thing is eating nutrient depleted food. Most of us, we live in, with the pen and grocery stores, where we can get the food like 2 weeks later, 1 week later after they was caught from the freeze, or they were, pick up from somewhere. So, but also too, a lot of the agriculture methods that we've been seeing, they deplete the food as well. Because of the agriculture nowadays, because we are so fancy, we want to produce a lot, but we don't rotate the crops. First of all, we put a lot of pesticides, we're doing a lot of stuff that we don't serving us, and we get it in the end, a lot of nutrient depleted foods. Unfortunately, by taking in proper supplements, you may be deficiency in certain vitamins, minerals, amino acids, antioxidants, and other micronutrients essentials for disease prevention. Again, most people like this around the world have major deficiencies they don't even know about. Another way that you can get nutritional deficiencies is this, because you've been taking medications, and medication can cause you to deplete a lot of key nutrients like, vitamins, minerals, and so on. A lot of the people that they taking medication for a long term, they're probably having some issues. This is some examples of what you can be depleted. And that's why we have a lot of problems with depression, with, with everything, because of key nutrients are not there. And one of them is because of medications. Okay. The number three thing that you're going to have a problem is lifestyle and strategies now. A sprinkle of this lifestyle and some stress on top of that, and you got the perfect storm. It's no wonder why I see so many people coming back with adrenal fatigue and even adrenal failure on their hormone panels, and why I see so many people come back with certain neurotransmitter deficiencies in the brain, which are essential for optimal health and happiness. Ladies and gentlemen, stress is taking us by a storm. We have to do something, and one of the things I do with my patients is work on it as well, because if you don't work in this area, you're never going to have, like a solution, a permanent solution, and you have to teach patients how to solve stress. Okay. Also, stress, I don't know if you know this, but it depletes methylation. One of the big problems with cancer patients is the methylation is broken already. So it's one of the processes that works for that works to get rid of toxins and stuff. So okay, methylation is never worked most of the times with cancer patients. Okay, stress also depletes nutrients, key nutrients like vitamin C, vitamin E, calcium, magnesium, zinc, and glutationic. Glutationic is the one main component they use in the body to get rid of toxins, all right? The second step they use, it's my three step, okay? First of all is analyze, this is optimize, is the second step. And we develop a customized strategy for your body to upgrade your health and vitality. For instance, if you have toxins, then in this case, most of the cancer patients, they do have toxins. We detoxify with scientific-based detoxification. It's not things that you just do in 50 minutes or 1 hour or something, okay? It takes time, but also you gotta do it the right way, because if you don't do it correctly, it can bite you in your butt. Like a lot of programs out there in the market that they give it to you in YouTube and all the stuff, they're giving you halfway thing, and it can produce serious health problems for you. A lot of people, when they have cancer, for instance, if they don't do it correctly, the symptoms, they can exacerbate, and to the problem the people get like really sick. Okay, that's number one. And you got to do a scientific-based detoxification, number one. Second thing, you have problems with, what's it called, with nutritional deficiencies. You have to know what nutritional deficiencies, to replace it with food, and also high quality supplements. High quality supplements that they are professional grade and they are very good and absorbable in your body. Okay. The number three things, get a strategies for stress, get strategies to manage stress and get them under control. There's a lot of techniques up there. I use some, and this is something that you got to do in treatment. That's why always when you are in treatment with me, I always tell you what to do and address all the areas. Now, one of the things I do to be more exact in my treatment, I get my patients to get DNA testing. Okay, it comes with my programs too. Automatically, you sign up for one of my programs, I will send you the DNA test in my end. So one of the things I got to tell you, you get the test back, and I get a lot of info. If I miss something in my in my intakes and my assessment, the DNA test back me up and say, yeah, you are right, or maybe you need to tweak this. So that's how we make a strategy that works long-term and short-term as well. So, and this is my three steps. Analyze with advanced diagnostic, we identify exactly what's broken and what to improve. So this is the discovery time where we can do DNA tests and we can do assessments. Okay, the second thing is optimize, where we treat the cause of the problem. For instance, if it's toxins, if we address toxins, we address, if we need to address nutritional deficiencies, we address nutritional deficiencies, or if we need to address stress, we address the stress, or we can address all of the above, or maybe two of the above, all right? So the last one is excel. Good health maintenance that will ensure you to success to obtain great functioning body and clear mind. I always teach my patients to have long-term sustainable health, because the problem here is that most people, they don't really understand something. If you don't address the problem and you don't have a solid maintenance program, you will be able to fail long-term, because unfortunately we still live in a toxic world. We're still buying food that is very depleted. We still live in an environment full of stress. I mean, we still have a life, right? So those things we have to go ahead and address it. All right. So this is number one, get to know what's happening to you. Number two, address the cause. Number three, get long-term sustainable results. The shift number four is leverage your mindset. People that get the best result working with us, one, value their health, two, are committed and grow, and three, are coachable. Ladies and gentlemen, you have to have your mind a little different than most of the people out there. Why you have to go ahead and change the mind? Because obviously what we're doing is not helping us. Obviously, cancer is right now a staggering numbers of people getting cancer. They calculated by the year 2030, I believe, 1 out of 2 people, they're going to have cancer. That's scary, okay? Because cancer is not something to have to be fun about. Now, diabetes, anybody that born after 2000, 3 out of 3 people, 1 out of 3, they're going to experience diabetes. So it's basically a third of the population, they're going to have diabetes. I mean, we have obesity, 33% of the population, not counting people that they have overweight. With people that they have overweight, it's like 65% of the population. You wonder why we are sick? Well, because we need to change the narrative. It's not working. Now, you have to understand that most of the diseases, they cause a lot of pain and suffering. And we have to change the narrative. And medicine is not working anymore for us. So if you want to change and you want to be successful in a treatment, like for instance, in my end, you have to do some changes. If you are the ones that they have more successful here, is the one that they value health. You have to go ahead and think about health is important. Okay, they're committed to grow and they're coachable. And if I wanted to sprinkle a little bit of more, is the take action. If you don't take action, you're never going to have nothing. Even if you hire me as a coachable, you listen and listen and listen. So you have to take action. The shift number 5, it has to invest in yourself and coaching. Can you afford not to invest into this? Can you afford not to invest in yourself? You know, a lot of people come to me and they're like, oh, but I have to buy me a phone. They prefer a car than them because the priorities are in the wrong place. And you wonder why later we're having cancer, we're having diabetes, we're having thyroid, we're having this, because we have to take care of ourselves. You can invest a little now and spend a lot later. Invest in yourself and coaching. The way successful people think about their health, similar to how they invest their money. They get compounding interest. They know that the sooner they invest their money into things that return, the more money they will have to do the things they love. The wise ones are also addicted to the feeling of financial security. You want to get money back? You got to invest in your body. They make the money work for them. They may put in long hours and a lot of time, but eventually the money they have saved and invested starts working for them. They invest into themselves. They read books regularly, they go to seminars, educational events, and invest into social clubs as much as they invest in their own health. The most successful the people get, the most the people invest in their health. For your potential of falling, as you know by now, these diseases start 10 to 15 years before they kill. And if you don't end up dying from one of these conditions, it typically rips money out of your hands in years leading up to your death. And it's just not about money. You know, we're talking about investing in yourself and coaching, but also to the pain and suffering it will cost you more. Here's your options. Traditional medical approach. This type is excellent for emergency situation. However, it rarely, if ever, helps you to improve cancer long term. This is symptom-based. Treat the effect symptoms is really good at addressing symptoms, but it's not very good at creating life-enhancing health strategies. Remember, the average doctor has 1 hour worth on nutrition training. Alternative medicine. Well, alternative healthcare. Most chiropractors, naturopaths, and homeopaths focus on treating the symptom with an adjustment, remedy, or supplement. And typically, They never spend enough time with you to customize the best health approach and help you to get the results you deserve. And also, they give you tons of supplements, like I talk about it, and they do not work for you because your body don't even utilize it. And it's another one, the customized root cause medicine. That's what I work on it, and it's intended to do long-term results. I mean, we aiming for healing versus, keeping you in the system for the rest of your life. I'm going to tell you, you like it. You like it is. This is a wolf in the sheep's clothing industry. There are hundreds of doctors each month flooding into the type of practice as it affords a kosher lifestyle, and there's more money to be made. Here are two main benefits of customized root cause medicine: customization, each patient treatment, sustainable long-term results. And if I want to add one more, is less pain and suffering and less money to be spent. You are far more valuable than any car. You are the best investment you can make. You are worth it. If you don't have yourself, you cannot do nothing else, remember. You get return on investment, save money in doctor's visits, cut payment, lack of productivity, deductibles, etc. Overall, quality life free of symptoms, gain energy and focus to engage into more activities that you enjoy and focus an important thing, such as love, life, abundance, doing what you enjoy the most. Now the investment pays itself with a little full of health and happiness and top. How it works, one of the things that we work is in the mindsets and stress management, work in believing that it's possible. We make sure that you come here, and we make sure that you believe that what you're doing is going to help you out long term. We have an action plan. Every week you have an actionable items to follow. We do not just talk to you and we think that that's going to solve the problems. Outcomes, check your progress and happiness. We always do outcomes with the patients that we can see we're doing the right thing or we change gears. To change outcome, you have to change mindset and action. I have a female, this is one of my case studies, female, 48 years old. She has a melanoma tumor. She was not able to have surgery due to the liver issues. She has some enzyme problems. So when she came to me, she said that she's going to work in the meantime, that she's waiting for surgery. And then after, she's going to start treatment. So what she did, she came in, I started treating her with alternative medicine. Like a few weeks later, the tumor started oozing. Okay, they started coming out with some really smelly, nasty stuff. I thought it was something bad at the beginning, but then after, like maybe a week later, they start oozing. It start coming out with a little line around the tumor, like black line, like a ink line, really fine line around it. And I didn't know what it was. I was like, oops, I hope they didn't screw it up with this one. But we keep going, and then as soon as you get the line all over around the tumor, the following day, all the tumor become black. The skin become black, which was kind of interesting because I never experienced that before. People, they say they get better because of the treatment or because timing or because whatever, but I never saw it this clear, okay? So that happened the next day. All of the skin got black, like I was dead, basically. And the following day, it was the tumor sticking out. I thought it was one tumor. So she came in and I cleaned it up. I got gloves and stuff. I cleaned it up. That thing smelled awful, but actually there were no one tumor. It was one big tumor, maybe a little bit under an inch, and another one little tiny, like a quarter of an inch. But there were two tumors in the same spot. And I removed, it both because I didn't have to do nothing. I didn't do surgery, and just with the glove, I pick it up the black stuff and the tumor, and I just wipe it up with a cotton and a gas and stuff like that. And I wipe it up, and I put a little bit of the stuff that you put in there, and what is it called? One of those antiseptics, skin antiseptics. It was just an average one that you get it everywhere. So then what happened, I put it in a sealed bag, and I seal it and I throw away. But that thing, it smells so bad, so bad, so bad, so bad, like you don't have idea. I hope that you never get to do that. But anyways, so like 2 weeks later, I saw her again. She came in. The skin was pink, was nice, and everything was renewing, like nothing happened in there. This is a very good success, but it's not everybody's going to have that. But I mean, when I saw it, I said, I mean, it's possible. I never saw it that clear until that particular case. So, I hear so many people that they say, well, I got chemotherapy, maybe the chemotherapy, maybe it is, and so on. So I keep doing that, and I keep having a lot of people that they have success stories, but I never had that one like that. Okay, today I promise my secret sauce for gaining healing and my cancer patients, like analyze, optimize, and excel. So you guys know what I do for my patients. To take control of your health, even if you are struggling with cancer, improving your energy, have clear thinking, and have better sleep and avoid aches. This is what you need to do to win, okay? Beware of quackery. So beware of who you're dealing with, who who is the person who's going to help you out with the cancer support. Commend healing versus just band-aids. Commend, get the 3-step process for cancer support, that you get like root cause medicine versus just, just band-aids again, or symptom-based approach. Leverage your mind sense. Make sure that you think, that you're going to collaborate with the person who's treating you, and also, that you have a different mindset, that you change your mindset in order for you to get different results, and invest in yourself and coaching, because without you being in this 100%, nobody else will be, okay? So now you have a choice. You can do what you're doing, go to chemotherapy, like getting all these medications, all this chemotherapy, radiation, and do nothing, and having a good luck and see if you don't get it again, okay? Or change to the root cause medicine, see what is having a problem, and maybe having a better results long-term and short-term and long-term, and also to avoiding the long-term side effects of medication, right? How can I help? My team and I have set aside some time in the next 48 hours to speak to you personally about how you can start applying these ideas in your health starting today. Whether your biggest challenge is, we have seen all, and we know how to overcome. In the session, I work a step-by-step plan to work on your health complaints, whether it's one symptom or just wants to improve oral health and avoid further cancer problems. The cost is absolutely free. Who's this for? You must have cancer. You have to be in remission or after cancer treatment. You have to be coachable. You have to be open-minded and willing to take massive action. Why are we doing this? We do this because we love giving back and help people to regain their health. That's my passion. Now you can hear me. Sometimes I get really excited and I talk really fast and stuff. So that's me, and I get a lot of joy to see people when they improve. Plus, you may want to transform your body and health. If so, we can discuss that and see if it's a good fit for both of us. If not, that's fine too. In order for you to make the appointment, click the link below. The spaces are limited, and sign up now. And sometimes we don't have space. So if you don't, please sign the next one available. Thank you very much, and God bless. And I hope that these ones have served you and help you in any way, shape, or form. Thank you. Goodbye.